Hello and welcome to another video in the Building the Back to the Future Delorean series from the Sci-Fi Collective. Here we are on issue 101, so let's take a quick look and see what we're going to be doing. Plenty of wires and mesh by the looks of it. I wonder if we're still working on the same side. Yes, we are still working on the same side, so we're going to be making a pipe and that's going to be tidying up where we was before, I assume. As well as, by the looks of it, some of the wires from the back, connecting them to the front. So we'll soon see how that goes. Well, we've got to read a piece about industrial light and magic, and also Copernicus, the dog from 55. So there we go. Let's get on with the build. Okay, so the very first thing that we're going to be doing is covering this piping with the metal mesh. There's 3 little holes just here. I'm just trying to see if there's any preferred way around that this go. Don't think so. Okay, so that is going to bend all the way around like so. Let's try line these up. Okay, that's the holes lined up. Now let's line it up with the actual pipe as well. Where's the holes on the pipe? There they are. Okay, so there. Okay, so there's a hole, one nearly there. Why couldn't they have just made this in the manufacturing stage? Okay, well, let's turn this there. Oh, back a bit. There we go. So there's a little hole just there. That is going in with an MP screw, the tiniest of screws. So my screwdriver barely manages to hold on to the other screws. So let's see how this one goes. I think I've got the smallest one. Oh wait, no, this is the smallest one. Okay, so let's get that on. Let's get it on. And put that in that little pilot hole. Okay, I think I might actually have traction. Ah, bastard. Okay, note to self, don't cut your finger. There, bleeding, typical. Let's get this done, see if it keeps bleeding out and whether I need a plaster. Okay. Let's get that on. There we go. There we are. Okay, and last MP screw. Okay. Whoops. Okay. I'm trying not to stab myself again. Whilst also trying not to get blood on everything. There we are, we're in. Okay, so that little metal bar is now on. See how my bleeding's doing. I think it's eased up. Yeah, I think it's eased up. Okay, so maybe won't need a plaster. But let's get these on. So you've got these little rings that are going to be going through here. There we are. I don't think there's any... No, there probably is a preference on which way up. I'm going to put them the same side as the little screws so that they're not visible from the outside. And let's get that one in as well. There we are. Okay, so they are in. Okay, now what we're going to be doing is fixing this tube to the underneath of the DeLorean. That is going to be going on with 2 km screws, so let's get them ready. Okay. Now there's the 2 holes just... Let's try and angle that up. Let's focus. It's struggling to focus because of the black. Okay, so they're going to be going in just around there. So let's get this one on first. I don't want to just lean the DeLorean entirely on its side, because I don't have much luck with accidents. Okay, so that is there. Let's get a screwdriver. And let's get the second one going. Pretty sure all of this is just going to be going straight in there like that. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's bring this down a little bit. There. Okay, that seems to be in enough for it wants to be. Where is it? Let's give it a once with my own one just in case. It's the only thing when you screw these bloody things into the metal frame. So bloody spoiled with putting it all into the plastic. Okay, that's firm now. Okay, so push the cable 101E in. Does it want us to do the front bits yet? Not yet. Not yet. Okay, so let's put this back there. Okay. It wants us to put 101E, which is this one, carefully into the place. Push the cable 101E into place, align, and show. Okay, so it doesn't actually want us to push it in yet. I do hope that these wires are going to actually stick it like stay on the body enough, because they don't actually feel like they're very like secure. Even if I give it like a good push. So let's wait and see. Okay, so push the cable 101E into place, align the posts on the back of 101E with the corresponding holes in the body. Yes, I've done that. 101F, push the post 101F into the hole in the end of 101E. So that is this piece. Okay, and then that is going to be getting attached. Let's turn this around. Shall I stick a bit at it? Let's see how this holds first, and then I'll... That seems like... That's really flimsy. I'm going to put a bit of glue on there. Need super glue. Best mates. I can't be the only one that has to rely on super glue for keeping some of these bits in place, because honestly, it seems so loose. Okay, so I'm just stick that, and come on, in you go, in there. The only thing with super glue is you run the risk of it just looking that little bit less tidy, but I mean, how? I haven't got fucking much option really. I could very easily make... They didn't need to separate this, surely. Why separate that? Why, just for making like the one point of, oh look, you've got to connect this part now. It's like, well no, that could have actually been done in the actual build itself. Okay, so this is going to be feeding underneath this wire and then going into here. So let's see if we can just push these back into their little holes and hopefully they will stick. And then that has got to go into that hole there. Where's the bloody... There. Okay, that's in. That's in the hole. Okay. So, and let's push that one back in. Okay, so that is now in the hole. Now what it wants us to do is we've got this little piece of plastic, not sure what this is about, and this little piece of plastic, and it wants us to push them together like so to make a thicker bit of plastic. And then we are going to be attaching that onto the back of here into these little holes. Okay, so that is getting attached with 2mm screws. So let's get that. I think these are going to be the last screws of the day for this particular build. Well, not the build, the this issue rather. So that is going in like that, and there. Let's get the next one. Straight in there, and then up to this little hole. Okay. Okay, so that is in. Now, okay, so great. We've got all of these wires, and it's now telling us to separate them all. Okay, so there's a black. Okay, so it's wanting us to separate all of them to make them individual wires again. Okay. Let's keep doing this. Okay. So what colour does it want first? It wants black first. And apparently we're going to be pushing that into this hole. Now I definitely am going to need my little tweezers. Maybe I shouldn't have tied it so much. Why would you not put these in before we actually attach the thing? Okay. Okay, I'll tell you what, I am going to very quickly, off camera, put these wires in. Okay, so what I ended up doing was taking off the piece that we had just attached and pushing all of the wires into it before putting it together, which actually works perfectly, because in the grooves you had enough, like when you actually push the wires in, there's enough groove to actually hold them in place and put the top bit on. So that was a hell of a lot easier than trying to actually push it through those tiny holes. So that is what I personally would recommend to do with that. Okay, separate out all the wires, then bundle all the wires together carefully. So pull the bundle of, okay, so it wants us to then bundle the wires together and pull it this way. Okay, so it wants us to bundle them carefully together. It wants to feed through here, so it doesn't want us to actually wriggle them together or anything. It wants us to actually keep them fairly separate. Okay, and then feed it down beside here, like so, and then around past this pipe as well. And then we're going to once again be cable tying. When I say cable tie, it's not really cable ties, is it? Wiring these ones together. So let's get that going. Let's push this through underneath this one first. Okay, pull this through here. this display thing is so crap. Okay. So let's start this one off. Make it a little bit loose. And then we'll sort the rest out. Okay. So we're going to be doing one here. Okay, so I'm going to just cut that there for a second. Okay, and then it's going to want one whereabouts. One just here. So that one's going to go about there. It's going to want one here. I'm going to make all of these wires look tidy, tidier soon. Whether it will be tidy or not is debatable, but we will see. Okay, so that one's going to be just above there, and then it also wants one just below the door, so just here. Sorry, bloody, there's me saying it wasn't just sticking. It is. Okay, so it wants one just here. Come on, you bloody fat fingers. Let's push it back in for a second. Oh, Christ. Okay, so let's just start this one off. Okay, so once that one there, let's cut that and then start the second one off. Oh, don't cut that one. Okay, and then it's going to want one just underneath here as well. So let's just get that started. Okay, let's cut this off. Okay, now I am going to magically press the pause button on this camera, and when you come back this should be a little bit tighter. Okay, so now that looks a little bit tidier, so it could probably do with being a bit tighter, but still, let's get this sorted first. Now what he wants us to do is actually put these wires inside of here. Okay, so that's going to be going like that, and it wants us to trim these so that they don't go all the way. So it only wants it to be like about that much. But I'm worried that it would actually like pop back out, so probably I might cut it a little bit less than what it's recommending, like maybe about like that to there, like to about there, maybe. So let's try first of all with this one. Okay, so that's that. And let's poke these inside first, along with that little black bit as well. Oh no, actually, it does want about that because it's getting blocked. Okay, so let's try a little bit more, because it reckoned 5mm, so that's probably about the same as what that pipe is. Okay, so let's keep these nice and tight together. See if that's enough. So keep that tight. Okay, let's tighten these up. Okay. It doesn't look like it's going in very well. I want this to stay around there like that. Yeah, oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, I'm swearing again, sorry. Okay. Okay, that looks like it might be a bit better. Yeah, but that's just pushing straight back out. Okay, let's make these nice and tight. Push. Okay, come on, for fuck's sake. It's because you try and push both of them in at the same time, huh? And then got to try and get this back out a little bit to go around this side. I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's all right. Could be worse. Yeah, no, that'll do. Okay, now this end as well, it wants us to remove about 5mm more, so it will just come just past there. So let's cut these off as well. There we go. Hopefully that wasn't too much. Okay. 1, 2, 3. What you gonna see? 4, 5, 6. Me lose my shit. right on the end, I just screw them just a teeny bit. I know it wants it to go in straight, but can't be fucking arse. Okay, now let's get that in there. Okay, I think we're nearly there. Let's get this. Come on, there you go, 1. And into your hole here, 2. I think that is it. Maybe it wanted the wires at the front. How much do I care? It did want the wires on the top. Do I care enough? Do I care enough? Yeah, I suppose I fucking do. Oh dear. Okay, so let's get these on. Make that tight again. Top bit. Turn these in. That's on. Because I know that some people would lose their shit at me for not making this as tight as physically possible. However, I haven't been a stickler for every minute detail until this point. So, why start now? I mean, hell, not everyone who owns a real DeLorean is a stickler for every single little detail, so why should I with my little model? Okay, I think that is it. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Let's push that in. These wires look good enough to me. So there we go. That is the end of issue 101. And after me saying, oh, I don't think it's going to be a long issue, bloody was. Wires, 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 wires. So remember, if you want to get your subscription for the Building the Back to the Future DeLorean series, head on over to the Eaglemoss website using the links in the description below. That'll take you directly to where you can pick up yours. Let us know in the comment section below how tidy you've got your wires and whether you think I'm an absolute idiot for not bothering to get it any tidier. So, but brilliant. Thank you very much for joining us for this issue, guys. I will see you in the future.